I did hear them say that they did apparently say that that there was some kind of reveal thing. Like an actual trailer. So we're just gonna quickly see if we can find that. Hang on. Okay, there are a few trailers here. I don't actually know which one's the right one. Okay, let's just watch this.
Rainbow's leader has been murdered. Our mission is clear. Locate and apprehend his killer.
Yeah. So this is
Deimos
what
is no ordinary
did.
enemy. In Brazil, when we had him in our sights on his money plane, he found a way to best us. Exploiting our humanity as weakness to get away. He's ruthless, willing to kill his own in pursuit of new weapons.
Probably could have killed both of them at that point.
Rainbow is not like that. When one joins us, they gain a squad who will defend them to the death.
Yeah.
He attacked us brazenly at Tower, the youngest among us. Our recruits. Now, we come for him. Enough defense. We are on the attack. Evidence at Tower led us to his base of operation in Portugal. We eliminated the Keres Legion protecting it. And through it all, we never lose our humanity, because what is weakness to him is our greatest strength. The intel from Lair proves he is planning an operation at Emerald Plains. When we get there, we stop Deimos before any more lives are lost.
Holy shit. that was really sick. And I've noticed that there's another trailer that's a CGI trailer. God. So those were all the cutscenes throughout Year 8. So that plane scene was when Brava got released. That was Brava holding her brother Capitao from getting jettisoned, and Hibana was there as well. And then obviously, like you saw with the other releases and stuff. Okay, right. I'm ready for this. Let's see what's going on. All right, Emerald Plains. Here's with it.
Clear. Start setting up.
Miradoc
What's the
Rook.
meaning of this? Monsieur Secrétaire Général, we are with Rainbow. This location is compromised. Let's get you to the evac zone.
And my security detail?
It's too late for them now. Look sharp. Deimos is here. Mira, finish up and fall back. We lure him in and take him alive. Hold. Now.
Three still standing.
Light down, cabrones!
Mira.
Disappointing. Rainbow operators were harder to kill in my day.
Let's get there. Oh. Come on. No. Oh, shit.
Samuel Fish. Say hi to Hereford.
Ta gueule, connard.
What are you waiting for? Pull the goddamn trigger, soldiers.
Not gonna happen. It's over, Deimos. And you will tell us everything.
Nothing I say will save Rainbow. You're already dead.
Something else
see
is in
about
action. Okay. God damn it, that was actually really, really good. I love watching the cinematics because they never fail to find ways to use some of the operators that like you just I wouldn't have expected to see Mira actually like fully like setting up her shields and her mirrors and C4s and shit. Oh, I think there's one more. Hang on, this. Yeah, this is also one. So this is apparently Deimos's past. I don't know which one yet. Was he like a past siege operator? No.
Basement.
I've got him. You go make that stop.
Same C4 remote used in Bratislava.
I think that's
Building with
Deimos.
nursery.
Morris, what are you doing? Put it down!
So he can be a chess piece for two countries playing nice. All that blood on his hands. But in 2 months, he'll be on the beach drinking mojitos. You know how it goes, Bogart.
Our orders are extraction! God damn it, Gerald! You finally did it! Throw your career away!
Rainbow doesn't matter. This, you and I, doesn't matter. I'm fighting for something greater now. Shame I can't take you with me. Isn't anyone gonna welcome me back?
Woo! Okay. Is there anything else I need to worry about? Hang on.
The seasons of Year 9 represent a new way to reinforce the tactical shooter we all know and love.
For Year 9, we have 2 new operators, and we're revisiting old operators also. We want to give them a second life. Really bring
Okay, this
them
is
up to
interesting.
Dutch, the same way that we did with Lord Tachenka.
2
It all
operators.
starts with Year 9, Season 1, Deimos is joining the fray. In the Season 2, this is the first time we're introducing our new operator remaster, and it starts with something special. It's the Recruit. We're not introducing 1 operator, but 2 operators free for every player in the game. And also, when you get the Battle Pass, you'll receive an operator voucher. Season 3, we'll be going to Greece with a new operator for Siege. And finally, Season 4, which introduces our second remastered operator.
Which they're
I
not
think
gonna
it's
tell us.
everybody's favorite American who needs an update.
I don't know. I don't know which. Like, there are so many nationalities in this game. I don't think I could actually tell you which ones are American. Warden, I think. That's my guess. I don't know. Fuck it. Let's just go.
For the player protection cell, the #1 priority is very clear. Siege is a competitive game, which means that there is no room for cheaters in it. Earlier last year, we released Mousetrap, and there was a lot of success with this new technology. We
Like,
are
a lot of
working
people
on
didn't
making
think it was
sure
working
that
as
there
well
are
as it
less
was.
circumventions for the tech, and that we will continually reinforce it throughout the rest of the year. QB was another technology that we introduced last year, and we do know more support is needed, which means improving detection models and reinforcing it with better encryption.
Yeah.
This year, we're rolling out improvements to banning based on statistics and data.
Yeah, 100%. I don't know what I think about Varsity Gaming. I think he's an okay guy. Sometimes a little bit pessimistic about the game. But he constantly with his hacker replay stuff, I notice he talks a lot about stat bands and stuff. And I think that's an important thing that needs to be coming into play, because if somebody's got like a 20 KD, that's a problem. That is something that needs to be addressed.
Making sure that we can tackle these subjects a lot faster and apply it much more broadly to the entire Siege population.
Yeah.
When it comes to specifically our PC players, we will be introducing new technology that is dedicated to PC bans, making it harder for cheaters to get back into the game. When it comes to toxicity, one of the biggest features...
I know they said PC, but they the highlight said Steam. I am very curious to see if it's just Steam implementing something as opposed to Ubi, but you know, I'm happy with everything else so far, so I'm not going to be critical of Ubi.
Will be the reputation system. We're bringing further developments this year, making sure that it can go online officially and ensuring that you can trust the system based on the feedback that you've given us. On top of all of this, we'll make sure that the mousetrap detections will plug into the reputation system as well. Toxic text chat. We will be making improvements there as well. We'll be introducing automated machine learning text detection that will reduce the amount of toxicity that you'll see in the chat.
As a Dead by Daylight player, I cannot wait to see how they do this, because Dead by Daylight is a funky game with the way it senses things. In fact, there's a few games like that. I remember playing Town of Salem and it would just censor random bullshit. Which is weird, because both of those games involve killing and involve lynching or putting people on hooks, or words that are probably going to trigger a censor. So I don't know how they censor. I don't know. Look, if it gets rid of slurs, then fine. That's probably for the best. I say probably for the best. It is for the best. Fuck people that are racist or bigots. But I'm curious to see what else gets lumped into it.
We promise to introduce more communications on the topic of anti-cheat more regularly, making sure that we communicate to you every 2 months.
That's fair. I almost don't want that, but I understand why
we're refocusing our balancing philosophy around 4 primary targets. First and foremost, breaking the run and gun meta. Siege is all about that fantastic gunplay and that great strategy and utility use. And we want to make sure that's married together and always has a role in every round of Siege. Number 2, we're reinforcing our attacker lineup. And third, a very important one, is better identifying the points of frustration for you, the community.
I think the attacker one is actually something that a lot of people are gonna overlook. But good example is, I'm pretty sure in the 6th Invitational, if you look at Skyscraper as a map, it had a 70% defender win rate. I don't know if it was like that by the end of the competition, because obviously some teams like G2 and that, they played Skyscraper really well, so they would have kind of messed with that statistic. But the point is that there are some, I'm pretty sure all maps are defender sided right now, statistically, whether that be in Pro League, ranked, whatever, and I don't know if that's meant to be the case. So yeah, I totally get that.
And last but not least, communication. We want to communicate more transparently and be more proactive with how we communicate to the community as we listen to your feedback. We're starting year 9 strong with going after that run and gun meta with an ADS adjustment and final attachment overhaul that completes the package we started some time ago. There'll also be a weapon class update for the LMGs. They've been in timeout and we're letting them come back out to play. And to further enhance our attacker lineup, we're actually going to be looking at the other side, our defenders. In fact, the real powerhouses out there. This is Azami, Solus, and Fenrir. And that's just scratching the surface.
Yeah, I was about to say, I reckon they're gonna do one, so that way they're not overdoing it, but it means that every single season we're getting one sort of worked on. Okay, and I think starting with Azami is not a bad one, because Fenrir still, they need to figure some things out. They also need to get out that elite and make people buy it before they fucking gut him. Solus they're doing in 2 parts, I see. And Dokubi's getting one in season 3. Sorry, I thought they were doing one each. Yeah, Solace is going to be a complicated one. More complicated than Grim, and Grim had a two-parter. I am curious about Dokkaebi being pushed all the way to the second half of the year. In comparison to Fenrir. I feel like Dokkaebi is more of a problem, so clearly they see there being an issue with dealing with Dokkaebi in a fair way. So, I don't know. Be curious to see that.
Plenty more updates coming throughout the rest of the year. Siege isn't like any other shooter out there. We know that, and you know that. It's important for us to embrace that in its full capacity and make sure that we're always moving towards that intended game.
I probably should mention this while it's in my brain. Notably, they haven't included those big problem operators in the, what were they calling it? The operator reworks thing that they're doing with Recruit and whoever else at the end of the year. These are targeted changes, not necessarily meant to change the fundamentals of the character, but more rather meant to give the character, I don't know, less control over the outcome of the match. But yeah.
Gameplay, which is the tactical, strategic, team play based, moment-to-moment action that we all love.
Long-term progression.
When it comes to player comfort in a game like Siege, it comes down to two things. One is having more control over how you want to play the game, and the other is making sure that we celebrate achievement in the game itself. Early in the year, when we're talking about long-term progression, we'll be introducing a feature that many of you have been asking for a long time. We call it the Locker. This is a place where you can sort all of your inventory.
I can't wait for this to be an absolute shit show.
It's actually a long-term journey in year 9. We're starting with throwable gadgets, then in Season 2, we'll be looking at drones, and then further on in the year, we'll be looking at more deployable gadgets. It was very important that this feature does not lower the skill ceiling. This is a way that you can be confident in your gameplay, and for everybody who wants that kind of customization, this is a completely optional system that you can turn off if you don't want to interact with it. In Season 3, we're introducing 2 meaningful things for long-term progression. The first is badges. This is a way for you to celebrate the hard...
Thank God, okay? This has pissed me off to no end that the badges just sit on the operator card of elites, and they're not on the non-elites, and then it means you got a mixture of elite and non-elite portraits. Just let me get rid of them, or let me have one on everybody. Let's keep it simple.
Learn achievements and challenges that you accomplish in the game of Siege. The other place
see, that looks so much better.
Progression is
then like haphazard on off.
You can track all of this. The career page. This is a place where you can track performance, your stats, the badges that you equip, and everything else that has to do with your career in the competitive game of Siege. And also, we're letting you jump into the shooting range while you're matchmaking. In Season 4, we're trying to ensure
I was expecting this would come
experience when it comes to the matchmaking algorithm. We're also working on an update to crossplay, allowing console players to play with their PC friends. You can opt into this experience if you want to play inside of the PC pool.
Notice how they don't want you to do it backwards. They don't want PC players forcing their way into console lobbies.
So we'll be evolving this over the course.
They'll have to be fucking careful with that. Or else it might blow up in their face.
This year, we really want to focus on following up on our promise to bring the best training tools to Siege. That's why we're really going to be focusing on all of the players, making sure they have the training tools they need to be able to execute whatever strategy they intend to. We're really happy with the reception of Versus AI playlist, and that's why we want to follow it up strong in Season 1 with 5 new maps, new Defender AIs, and
they announced this in the review panel.
And we're not stopping there. We're bringing new content in Season 2 and Season 3 as well. On top of that, we're also delivering the AI attacking playlist.
I noticed they haven't announced any new maps.
You'll be able to play defense and attack in an AI match. Expect AI attackers to drone, to clear roamers, and plant on site. we think this will be a great way to bring your friends into Siege. We know that map knowledge is really important, and that is why we're bringing new maps in Season 1, but also Season 2 and Season 3 as well. Map knowledge isn't the only skill you need to become a champion. And while the shooting range is a great place to warm up your aim, it's not the same as navigating through maps and clearing targets. That's why we're bringing a big update to Target Drill, where you can play for over 60 minutes with targets in every room. We have a lot of quality of life improvements coming in this update also. You can
That sounds like a stream, like, if I get so many subs in a stream, I've got to, like, end the stream with, like, 60 minutes of going around the same map, hitting targets.
Turn on headshots only, have pre-made destruction, or even turn on a mini HUD. We're also bringing damage reporting, so as you clear a room, you can see how much damage you've taken, and then you can actually know whether or not you cleared that room efficiently or not. In Season 3, we're bringing the drone drill to the map training playlist. Intel is king, and we know that finding a good hiding spot could be the difference between a win and a loss. Also in Season 3, we have a new cover mode coming to the aiming lane within the shooting range. It's a great opportunity to test with a smaller target as the target dummy takes position behind cover. In Year 9, we're not just building onboarding tools, but rather the future of training to help our current players improve their skills to perform at their best.
This is another element, and I reckon that's why the Siege guys are always so happy with their reveals. Because there's so much, and it's sorry, just guzzled a whole bunch of vibe. Like the training stuff, I could never imagine Dead by Daylight having this level of tutorial, and that's fine. Dead by Daylight's a fun game on its own, and same with every other game. But I love how Siege recognizes the importance of making ranked and competitive an accessible thing, something that everyone can practice, everyone can get better at, and people can, like, and generally speaking, trying to up the overall gameplay experience of everyone by making everyone better, by giving people the tools to become better. It is such a refreshing mindset, and I absolutely, again, I get some people have some issues with Ubisoft as a company, but as far as Ubisoft, the Siege devs, like, whatever, whoever's involved with this, I have immense respect for. You guys nail it. It's yeah. I think there was like a time where it wasn't as good, but you guys in the past few years have stepped up your game. It's awesome to see. I don't know if any of you guys are going to see it, but I appreciate you, especially my boy Lexi.
Right now, we're aiming to launch the feature in Season 2. The philosophy behind the marketplace is that we want to make sure that the feature is polished,
I should probably sign up for this,
as secure as possible. So this means that the beta is going to be running up until we feel that the feature is up to your standard and up to our standards. So for you, this means that you can still sign in through the QR code or through our website. And you can still give us your feedback in order to build this platform together. Or through our website.
Okay, that's the QR code. Anyone that wants to get involved with it, I feel like it's important that we get as many eyes to this as possible. Obviously, I haven't tried it yet. My bad. But, you know, if you're a Siege player, got a lot of skins, want to offload some, that might not be a bad place to do it. And maybe you can get some ones that you've been missing.
Website. And you can still give us your feedback in order to build this platform together.
Siege Cup. Okay.
We'll be finalizing the maps within Quick Match 2.0, bringing the entire map roster to Quick Match. Standard will be getting new filtering, so you can choose between ranked, all maps, or only the non-ranked maps as well. Within ranked, we're bringing exclusive cosmetics that you can earn every season. Siege Cup is a brand new time-gated tournament that happens every 2 weeks. Participation within the Siege Cup provides specific rewards, so make sure you grab your friends, squad up, register your team, and we all know that feeling. At the end of the match, when your heart is pumping, you just need to close it out, there's going to be no other feeling like the Siege Cup.
Okay. Tell you what, I'm gonna try and make a small clip of this, and I'm gonna send it to Soy and Seb and see how they feel about it. I don't think of myself as the best ranked player or anything like that, but I feel like between the three of us, we have to be able to nut out a win in some of those. It maybe not like be the top of the top, but you know, I'm sure between the three of us we can get somewhere with it.
Just a few weeks ago, we have announced some of the changes coming to Blastar 6 in season 2024 and revealed a revamped point system to qualify to the 6 Invitational, which now puts more emphasis on teams' results at the majors. And today, I'm happy to reveal one more key change. This season, we are bringing back the 6 Invitational's Last Chance qualifiers. We will provide more details on their formats later this year.
The first major of season 2024 will be hosted in Manchester. We're excited to host the very first major for Siege in the UK. Will be hosted in Manchester. We're excited to
Fuck, I didn't. May. Okay,
host
right,
the
cool.
very first major for Siege in the UK. And what better city than Manchester, where we know the crowd will create an unforgettable atmosphere for the teams up on stage. In November, we will head to Montreal, home of the Rainbow Six Siege production team. Montreal holds a special place in our hearts, and we're excited.
Yes, Toki! Sorry. I'll admit, over the past year, I've become a bit of a G2 fan. It's like I said in my panel video. G2 and Dark Zero a little bit as well, because Bolo obviously I've been following for a while. I followed, like, TSM was my team for a while there until they disbanded. So I needed to find someone new, and that's where G2 stepped in. But Bolo's excellent. Love him. Canadian, Pamba, Nafe. That entire roster is so cool. Sorry, side route, but yeah, no. So that's where I'm at if you are curious which esport teams I am appreciating the most right now.
In 2025, the 6 Invitational will travel to the United States. We've seen how passionate and intense the NA community can be during Major, so we can't wait to bring them the 6 Invitational.
I want to go to an invitational. This year wasn't going to happen, and I don't know if next year will happen, but God, before Siege ends, I do want to get to an invitational. Because this game, oh my god. Watching the arena in Sao Paulo, it looked amazing. Same with every other year that they've done it. It looks like such a cool event to be watching. But yeah.
Year 9 is an important one for us. The entire Siege team is working extremely hard to deliver improvements to the game and bring new update that puts a focus on tactical gameplay, fun and fair matches, and making sure that every operator has something to offer.
We said Siege would be here for 10 years, and then we said it would be around for 10 more. As the end of Year 9 marks the 10th anniversary of Siege, we'll be sharing our plans for that future, and we'll be making damn sure that Siege remains the pinnacle of strategic PvP experiences. Thank you so much.
God, like I said, they all talk with such, like, it makes me fired up and want to, like, just go onto Siege and start murking some people, which is exactly not how it would happen. But one can dream. But I suppose the other element of it is it's not just recognizing what the player base needs to rise up and to level up and make the game more interesting. It's future-proofing this game. The Rainbow devs have such a... I think in year 6, I think it was, they had such a... Like, it was so shit. They weren't doing anything with the game. They were doing, like, these small little reworks that weren't really changing too much fundamentally. They're releasing an operator every season without really thinking too much about it. It felt like there wasn't really any love going into the game. Since then, I think year 7, they kicked themselves into gear, and between year 7, year 8, and now year 9, the dev team have such a good direction that they're taking the game into, where it's a game that can exist for a long time. It's a game that won't necessarily need as many content drops per se in terms of operators. Obviously, that was always going to be a problem, was that eventually you're going to get too many operators on the roster and it's just going to get a little bit convoluted. They're scaling that back now, but they're making the game keep going. Sorry, pardon moi. I don't know. Very, very impressed. I'm glad I watched this one last, even though it's probably going to make editing everything a bit weird because I watched like 4 or 5 different trailers. I don't know if this is going to be 1 video or 3. But what I will say is thank you everyone for watching. Let me know your thoughts on this panel, on any of the panels, on any of the cinematics. I would love to know your thoughts. If you're watching this on a different panel video, then I must have stuck this onto other ones as well. But anyway, I've been sitting here for a while reacting. I'm gonna get off. I am very, very impressed with everything that's been put forward. Excited for the future of Siege. Here's hoping that other games can live up to this hype as well. Because I'd love to see Dead by Daylight come into this level of glory. But yeah, we're gonna end it here. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye!